Hey guys, sorry I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I've been doing prom makeup in school and it's been so overwhelming, but today I'm going to be showing you how to do 4 looks using the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette. So if you're interested in seeing how I got these looks, then please keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going in with the shade Catch Me, and I'm going to be placing this in my crease. I'm going to use this to start becoming a pre-transition shade, and I'm going to blend this out with this soft, Wet n Wild fluffy brush. Now I'm going to go in with West Side, and I'm going to use that same brush and pack it on the outer portion of my eyelid and slowly start to blend it out and bring it into my crease. Now I'm going to go in with Catch Me again, and I'm applying this on the outer portions of West Side just to help kind of smooth it out. And then I'm going to go back in with West Side to bring that depth back in, because I think you guys know I love to go back and forth with my shades until I get a really nice blown out soft effect. So that's what I'm going to do. A lot of these looks really have very few shadows, and it's just more of a lot of blending. So after that, I'm going in with Catch Me again, and I'm going to pack that with my finger on the inner half of my eye, and I'm using a flat brush to just get into that little crevice a little bit more if you want to be more precise like I do, but you don't have to do that. It's not really necessary. And then I'm going to go back in with West Side and deepen up my crease, because when I put Catch Me in, it kind of made it look a little too light. Now I'm going to go in with Feel Free, and I'm doing the same motion as I did with West Side. I'm going to focus it on the outer portion of my eye and blend it out. And I'm also using a smaller brush since this is a darker shade and I want to kind of focus it in a specific area. Now going back in with West Side, I'm going to apply this in my lower lash line and smoke it out. And then I'm using Catch Me as the inner corner highlight. And then going in with Feel Free, I'm taking it on a flat top brush and I'm applying it to the outer half of my eye, just so I kind of get that like eyeliner smoky effect without really having to apply any eyeliner. Now I'm going in with some white eyeliner, and I'm just going to use that to help brighten up the eye look, and then apply some mascara. And that is it for the first look. So this is the face that I decided to do with this look, but very, very minimal. This is probably my favorite everyday look to do with this palette, and it's super easy and it just has like a really nice effect to it. Now for the next look, I'm going in with the shade Catch Me again, and I'm going to apply this in my crease as my pre-transition shade, and then I'm going to go in with Dream Maker and do the same motions where I start from the outside of my eye and bring it into the crease. Mostly because I want to have most of the product to be on the outer portion, so then it blends a little bit easier whenever I go into my crease. That's kind of my method. Now going in with m.i.a, I'm going to apply this on the outer portion again, blend it out in little circular motions, just kind of keeping it really in the same place, like not moving it around a whole lot, because I don't want this look to go too dark since I'm trying to make an everyday look. But after you blend this all out, go in with In Case You Missed It, but with a really tiny amount of it. I used a really tiny amount. You can use whatever. But I did that, and I did the same little motions, and I kept it even more specific where I placed it. And then I'm going in with Catch Me and applying this on the inner half of my eye. You don't have to do this if you don't want, but I just thought I felt like I wanted a shadow there. And then I'm taking m.i.a and applying this kind of between the deepest shade at Catch Me, because it's going to help kind of make a softer, smoother transition, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to go back in with some of m.i.a, and I'm going to just bring back that depth a little bit more, because when you kind of go to add one shade, you might lose a little bit of the other, so I just go back and touch it up. After that, I'm going to go in with Dream Maker underneath my lash line, and I'm going to just smoke this out just a little bit, focusing it mostly on the outer portion, and then going in with m.i.a with the flat top brush, just so it's a little closer and packed closer to my lash line. And I am focusing that on like the outer third. Using the same method, I'm going to apply Feel Free now, just to help darken it even more and just give that nice little wing effect. So with this eye, you kind of see me bringing it out a little past my eye and kind of creating a faux wing. I like to do that every once in a while just to kind of give my eye a different look. And I'm also going to focus it on the outer portion of my upper lash line, just to kind of connect the wing so it just looks really smoky. And then I'm using some white eyeliner, and this is what the look looks like. Very simple, pink. You know, I think this is a really easy look like to do. You can do this in like 5 minutes, to be quite honest. To look number 3. So going in with Dream Maker, I'm going to apply this with a fluffy blending brush into my crease, and we're going to slowly start to build this shade up until it's a nice wash. Then going in with m.i.a, I'm going to apply this on the outer portion of my eye. Do the same method where I build it up and then start to bring it into the crease. And then after that, we're going to go in with the shade Garden Date, and I'm going to take my finger and just apply this on the inner half of my eyelid. So then I'm going to go in with Dream Maker and apply this back in the crease, so then the shimmer and the transition shades kind of melt together and just look a little bit more cohesive. Then I'm going to go in with Melody, and I'm applying this in the center of my eye. I was going to use this for like a little bit of a highlighting point shade, and then I'm going to go back in with m.i.a and darken up the outer portion of my eye, because what we're going to do is we're going to go in with Early Morning, which is that pressed glitter, and I wanted the crease on the outside to be dark enough. So for the transition for this to be smoother, I'm going back in with Melody to make the transition from the glitter to the matte smoother. And then I'm going in with Dream Maker under my eye and smoking it out really well just to tie in the top to the bottom portion of the eye. And that is basically the look right here for this. Really simple. I wanted to do one look at least with the glitters because I thought it would be kind of fun just in case if anybody wanted to do it, but it's a really nice look and I had a lot of fun making that one. Now for this fourth look, the last look, I'm going in with Dream Maker again in my transition. You know the role, you know the deal. This is what I'm doing as my transition. Then I'm going to go in with Feel Free, and I'm applying this on the outer portion of my eye with actually a smaller brush and slowly building it up because this is a very dark shade and it doesn't blend out very much. So that's why I'm going back in with Dream Maker right here to help kind of soften it out and so that they can melt into each other a little bit more. And then I'm applying side to side on my eyelid at the rest of my eyelid. And what I like to do is I like to pat it on with my finger. I feel like it applies the best that way. And then I'm going back in with Dream Maker on my crease, in my crease, to help melt them together, and then go back in with side to side so it can be really, really shimmery. And then I'm applying Dream Maker between Feel Free and side to side, so there's like more of a smokiness, like smooth transition between the two, but that's totally optional, to be honest. And then I am going to go back in with Feel Free just to deepen it up because, like I said, I did blend the two together. And this is basically the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope these were helpful. Or let me know if you want me to do any other looks with this palette. But thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.